Hello and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles X, where today we are going to be doing some more affinity quests. Because I need to do those and they are interesting. I'm also a different class than I was when I ended the last stream. I haven't mastered Mastermind or anything, but I picked up some quests to go kill some stuff. And it turns out one of them, I can just drop it, but one of them requires me to use a weapon type that I currently cannot use. Because if you look at the classes, shields and Gatling guns are only for these two classes. Javelins and sniper rifles are only for these two classes. So while I have unlocked photon sabers and psycho launchers, yeah, there's still 4 weapon types that I am just completely unable to equip. And I want to become able to equip them. And thus, I am leveling Striker right now. Also been working on affinity with some party members who I haven't been using so much. Elle is here just because I don't want my entire party to be people who aren't as good. So yeah. Hey there, Drake Great. Let's pop into the Blade Barracks, because I know there's a few affinity quests in here. Yeah, let's learn more about these 4.
We have visitor.
Hey, you busy? Monty's team botched a job, and we need a cleanup crew pronto.
Monty? So it's a reclaimer mission? Did we find a chunk of the white whale?
Chunks, plural. Bits and pieces have been washing up around here lately. Someone needs to go round them all up.
Yeah, is Monty's team okay?
Oh, yeah. Those guys are fine. They lost some gear, but otherwise no big deal.
Hey, maybe we'll even find some materials we still haven't been able to synthesize in NLA.
Yeah, the Reclaimers are all fired up too. Just remember, the area hasn't been cleared of indigents yet. It could be dangerous.
For an inexperienced team, at least. Which is why you came to us. Am I right?
Bingo. I am asking a few other top teams, so if you want the job, you best shake a leg.
Tatsu not let anyone steal this glory. Team Tatsu, move out.
All right. So another thing that happened between streams, I got myself Rasvelg skill. So like that's a thing. It's pretty decent. Like it comes pre-outfitted with some decent weaponry. It's easy to have be better than a class that you haven't touched. Also, something very important to note, while it does not come with a free flight module, it apparently does come with the ability to glide, which means there are actually a few probe sites that we can reach that we couldn't before. This is important because that's more probe sites. And I have already tested some of them. We absolutely can reach probe sites that we couldn't before. What a difficult quest this has been.
Team Tatsu, mission complete.
Yeah, it looks like we've got everything in the area.
I sure hope they can get something useful out of all this.
Well, well. Beaten to the punch.
Hey, Doug.
Gotta hand it to you, Elma. You work fast.
You must be the other team Vandom sent out, huh?
One of them, anyway. Thought we made pretty good time, too. But then you always were one step ahead. Remember? Back when Earth was hit. That lone Skell that struck back before anyone else? Guess whose Skell that was?
Wait, really? Elma, that was you?
That was a long time ago. And it didn't change anything.
Come to think of it, that was a tandem Skell, wasn't it? Weren't you with...
It's a distress call. Signal originating from...
That's Irina's ID.
And not far from here.
We'll go ahead. We can link back up later.
Team Tatsu coming too.
Well then. Oh, that's actually pretty far. Thankfully, we've got a landmark not too far from there. My biggest issue with this skill is actually the fact that its weapons just eat through fuel. And so you can't use it for too long without refueling.
Elma?
Irina's signal is coming from deeper inside. Looks like the only way to reach them is through here.
Then we better get moving. Come on.
Tatsu will protect rear flank.
It seems the sleeping dogs have risen.
Let's weaken them first.
This one's gonna cut deep.
Scott, you did it! Triple them and pile on the hits. Ghost Walker!
Build arm.
Sliding Slick!
Gravity slap.
Our head is spinning!
Yeah, these two weapons are the ones that do the real damage. Build arm makes the melee arts stronger.
Any sign of Irina?
They cost 100 fuel per.
There.
That's Irina's.
She didn't fall off the cliff.
It's okay if she did, there's no fall damage.
We need to check. Let's head down.
Well, looks like Doug already found her safe and sound.
More.
Doug!
There you are. Thanks for clearing out the riffraff up there.
Sure. How's Irina?
I'll be fine. Doug already took care of all the key repairs.
All right, Doug.
Nah, I mean, come on. It's the least I could do. Especially while you were all busy up there kicking indigent asses, right?
You dropped this. You had us all worried, you know.
Thanks, Colonel.
Lieutenant!
Huh?
Look who decided to show up.
What? No, we split up looking for parts, and then next thing I know, got this SOS, and
And you're late, Gwyn.
I'm late.
Cut him some slack. He must have really hauled it here with those stubby legs of his. It doesn't matter you weren't here first, Gwyn. I'm just glad you're here.
Well, sure.
I'm glad too. Because now you can carry the lieutenant all the way back to the city for us.
Yes, sir.
So before we go back to the city, let's go over here so that we can grab this probe site. I pressed the wrong button when trying to jump there.
See, Fry? I'm getting stronger.
But yeah, this is practically cheating, giving us access to this skill. Like our previous skill, we could not reach this no matter how hard we tried, but now it's just free. So there's only one probe left to place in Primordia, and we cannot reach it until we get the flight module. I bet we can get the probe site in the middle of this canyon now without any effort at all. Over there. Absolutely free. And look at that, we've finally got Oblivia linked up. Still need this to link up to the other half of Primordia and Noctilum, though. But once we do get this, our chains are gonna get huge. I don't even have a G1 to put here. Oh, we can also get this one without any effort. In fact, turns out there is in fact a land route to that one. We didn't need Skell Flight or Glide to begin with. But I didn't notice it before, and even if I did, I probably wouldn't have tried it because it's a very narrow path filled with things that will aggro and are a decent level, a decently large level gap from us. Level 43 is a bit much for us to handle. Looks like we need either this one or this one to link East Oblivia to West Oblivia. I was really hoping that this one would do it, but oh well. here's the land route. Very thin
It's a
canyon.
horse-eat horse world.
And we have to go past level 42 stuff that aggroes. And now, just out of curiosity, we may be able to glide, but we can't gain height. But I don't think we even had a scale the last time I looked to see if maybe there was a way up, but it's looking like no. The probe would be like up there, I think.
I've dealt worse hands than this.
You know what? It's probably on that floating rock. Yeah, there is zero chance that I am getting up there without a flight module. But maybe we can do some mountain climbing without a flight module. Just gotta look out for the Levitaths. Okay, so the probe is up in the mountains. Feet do not contact the mountain itself, so we can't just climb straight up here. I was really hoping this would be more feasible. Because, like, if the slope was gentle enough, we'd be able to just walk up one side. Why is my booster not working? We're getting close. Oh. I think we got this. Just gotta find one more foothold. Problem is finding a foothold while also boosting can be difficult. But boosting is how we get our speed. Oh, I think we got it. So we are absolutely not supposed to be able to reach this just yet. But they gave us access to a scale that's got much better movement options than anything else. And this one doesn't link up the rest of Oblivia, which means it's this one that links east to west. Last I looked, I had assumed that it required a flight module, but now that we actually have a scale, we can probably just get there from the Leaning Ring. Especially with the Pressfeld. Yeah, this shouldn't be too difficult. Just gotta get up high enough. And then... glide on over. Okay, minor issue. High-level enemies who aggro on site, but thankfully they aren't looking at the probe site. So, there we go. And would you look at that, we've got Oblivia all linked up. which has allowed us to make some very nice chains that I'll have to consider at some point. I know that a couple of these probe sites here in Sylvalum are reachable, considering I've already reached that one. I've seen a couple others. So let's go plant those too. Okay, but we do have to watch out for that thing. Unless I get out of my scale, in which case I won't have to really watch out for it too much.
I've been dealt worse hands than this.
Okay, the Shadowfall Saxum is annoying, but
let's weaken them
we're
first.
already out of its range. So that's another probe down. I think we can probably also get this one. But let's just take a look inside this cave. See what there is to see. And the answer is enemies that will not be kind to me. Okay. We've got a probe right outside, so we don't have to worry about maintaining access to that cave or anything. We can get right back to it as soon as we are prepared to handle what's inside. So if I go this way, we should be able to reach the other probe site around here. Yep, there it is. It's got some high-level stuff around it, but there's a chance we can reach it without getting aggro. Yeah. And now, let's go for the ones down south. Avoid that big fella. Straight through this enemy base should be another probe site. Okay, it is... Scale controls while jumping are kind of annoying, because you can't turn without also moving forward. But hey, we got here. As for this probe site, I don't know exactly where that is. It might be up inside the giant vat, but it might also not be there. And if it's not there, then I might be able to reach it. Honk. That tyrant's only level 19. I can handle that. Those go get rid of it. We don't need any tyrants sitting around here. The immortal, you say? Let's put that to the test.
I'm moving in. Use melee attacks.
Is it facing? No. Ah, dang it. I need it to be in front to do more damage with that.
But here goes. Sliding slinger.
Stellar Red! This one's gonna cut deep.
3 in a row! Shoot to kill!
Side slash!
And now we just sit here for a bit until our stuff recharges.
Shooting star!
Build arm again.
Use an aura so we can regroup.
Okay, I'll try and hold out.
Down!
Sky high.
Do a bunch of damage with Gravity Slash, and then we wait again.
Now!
Because that's pretty much how combat goes in this Skelly. You use your big stuff, and then you wait to use your big stuff again.
Wild smash!
Back slash!
3 in a row! Shoot to kill! Go! Rocket!
Hey,
Right in the kisser!
was kind of hoping that that wouldn't pull another enemy here, but whatever. We can live with it, and I'll just let auto attacks and or allies deal with this one.
Wild down!
Yes!
There we go.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
Okay. So the probe site is still further southwest of here. Oh, it's right there. That looks plenty reachable. Would have had to go past some level 43 stuff to get here from other angles. Yeah, there we go. Another probe down. Interesting. These two aren't linked to one another? So I guess this one links that and that, probably. Let's go ahead and change the time so that the weather becomes conducive to sight.
I hope I can channel a little of Fry for this one.
The weather did not change yet.
Build arm! There! Let's take the fight to death!
Shield
Kind of annoying getting cockpit time right away.
Topple them with gunfire!
Better after you've already done some things, because then it resets your cooldowns.
Wild yes! Now triple them!
And hey, the weather changed and we can see again.
Primer!
Shooting star!
Scanner ray!
We're just waiting for our cooldowns.
Buff up now!
I could get out of the Skell
Slinger!
and use my ground cooldowns, but
Triple the enemy! Now's your chance!
Mindstorm!
I haven't really leveled up any of my abilities in this class, so it wouldn't really be
Hypernova!
that useful.
Sliding slinger!
Sure do love getting cockpit time on literally the last attack. Okay, let's get up in here. Actually remember doing a lot of grinding in Hard Heart Canyon in the original game. Because there's some enemies here that are like, I would argue, among the easiest for their level. And also I think there were some enemies that, like, you needed lots and lots of parts from to make really good augments. It's honestly probably more that
It's a
second
horse
thing.
eat horse world.
Okay, not a fan of that Ox serve, but good news, it gave up pretty quick. I don't like that noise.
You've been dealt worse hands.
I also
than
don't
this.
like that zig right there. I really wish it couldn't see me. Can I get this probe down in time? Please, please, please.
Buff up now and play
Nice, it
safe.
went for fog. This is not the probe I was aiming for. I took a wrong turn somewhere. Okay, well, with the zig going for not us... Whoops, wrong button. Okay, fog's down, and we need to get out of here quickly. Okay, I probably shouldn't be in here.
I hope I can channel a little of Fry for this one.
Okay, can't go any further that way in a skill. And can't go any further this way. Alright, I definitely shouldn't be in here.
Somebody heal me already!
More hostiles! Watch out! More hostiles! Watch out!
Okay, we are out of combat, but we're also out of the general vicinity I wanted to be in. Yeah, Drake Great, it is real weird that we need to dismount to get treasure. But I mean, we've seen Skell's plant probes, like, in quests. I do not like the noises these guys make. Okay, I think what it is I need to go a different direction. Is there another path up and in? Maybe this way.
Here comes bad news.
Yeah, there's a container there, but I can't exactly grab it right now. Okay, across this bridge is not where I want to go. Right there is where I want to go.
I've been dealt worse hands than this.
And I guess that means we're fighting this pugilist. Again with the cockpit time right away. I'm not a fan of that.
Now we can.
Brainstorm! Okay, fire away. Slide! Oh, did it! Triple them and pile on the hits.
This one's gonna cut deep.
Wild smash!
Seventh edge.
I could use overdrive to
Backslash.
reduce our cooldowns.
Won't go down without a fight.
Hey, shoot
down.
Yeah, I'm done.
Astro protection!
Build arm.
Dream edge!
Gravity slap. Got it. Now follow up with the melee strike.
Thrust!
See, getting cockpit time when stuff's already on cooldown is way better because it takes stuff off cooldown.
We need a little
Gravity
pick-me-up.
slap. Feel the hard work paying off.
I got a class rank out of that, which is also nice. Yeah, Drake Grape, my guess as to why we're not allowed to gather with Skells is, big clumsy fingers bad at manipulating delicate stuff. And I like that none of these people is looking at the probe. And yet this still isn't even the probe site that I was trying to reach earlier. And this is right back where we started, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, it is. So there's got to be another way where we're trying to go. Or maybe we need to go through that tunnel that we absolutely should not be in. That's also a possibility. I want to open that, but it looks like I'll get aggro from those two the moment I try. So I'm gonna go ahead and not. Yeah, this probe site, by the look of it, we need to go from, like, the highlands here, across a bridge, and then through. So maybe there's a way up from in here. Oh, there's a cave. Is this the same cave?
I've been dealt worse hands than this.
Ouch! That hurt!
Rude.
More hostiles! Watch out!
Damn it! Somebody heal me already!
I think this might be the same cave.
What a nice, hot welcome!
Reinforcements? Ugh, fun.
And
More hostiles!
clearly
Watch
we
out!
still
More hostiles! Watch
are
out!
not meant to be in here.
What a nice, hot welcome!
Thankfully,
What a nice, hot welcome!
this skell is fast enough that we can get out of there without too
Hold
much
out
trouble.
just a little
Ah.
longer.
This looks like our path up. Just gotta avoid running over these bugs, because running over stuff does start combat.
It's a horse-eat-horse world!
Okay, we gotta look out for some high-level stuff. But, again, skell fast, easy to get out of combat.
Truth be told, we saw this coming.
And there's our probe site. Yeah, these,
It's a horse-eat-horse world!
not specifically that tyrant, but guys like him are the things that I remember farming lots and lots of in the original. Okay, so we got the probe site. And I also know for a fact that we can get this one, because I have seen it with my eyes. So yeah, we can actually get most of Sylvalum here. And it looks like getting this one has a chance of linking us to Kaldros. It's either that one or this one. Oh, hey. These link up. Weird that this is the link to Sylvalum and not this, but okay. So yeah, get this one, and then one of these two, and I will have all of the continents linked in a single chain.
Need to fall back and recover!
Okay, but I do need to get out of combat here. So let's do a big glide. And looks like we are on Scarlet and Violet glide style, where we stop getting as much horizontal distance the longer our glide has gone. Honestly, they never should have given us access to this skell this early. But then again, I kinda love it. Even if you ignore its combat potential. Oh, and they went for L instead of me. That's great. So, does this link us up? It does not. Okay, so we need the one that I know for a fact we can reach with no trouble whatsoever. That level 50 tyrant is not going to be friendly. And it looks like I needed to stay up rather than jump down. I don't like being staggered. Especially not when something that can absolutely do real damage to my skull is targeting me.
It's a horse-eat-horse world.
It is a horse-eat-horse world. Thankfully, I'm not a horse. Okay, this probe site looks like it won't give us too much trouble.
I want more.
Apparently only looked like such because that crab thing didn't spawn in until we were pretty much right on top of it, but thankfully, it didn't notice us. I wonder if we can get this one without too much effort. I think this skull just goes so fast that enemies can barely spawn in time. Okay, there's the probe site. So it looks like going this way will be how we get to it. Okay, there's a Tectinsula or whatever to avoid.
See, Fry? I'm getting stronger.
And just slap a data probe in here. And we are now 2 probes away from 100% Sylvalum probes. This one's the only question mark. Because again, the other one, I've seen exactly where it is. I know for a fact I can get it without any issue. And it looks like this one is also eminently reachable. And now we'll warp on over here to where the other probe site is within visual range, visual contact. And would you look at that? It's right there. And this is all of Sylvalum probed. Our first complete continent. Okay, this is how these link? Didn't expect that. And I also know that in Caldros, I can get a couple things that I couldn't before. Just gotta be a little bit careful not to aggro things that can actually
Bad news.
pose a threat to my skull. I don't think it's a probe site over here, but I did have a quest or a mission, standard mission, that wanted me to kill things over here, maybe grab stuff. And there's this white whale debris and also that piece of the life hold right there. So there's another one that I have found but can't call in. And I think the probe site in that segment there is up in that floating structure rather than on this island, which makes it a little bit of a challenge to reach, and it looks like that is the extent of how high we can get just through boosting. Would be nice if I could get all the way to the top of this island, but alas. And yeah, I'm not seeing any probe lasers around here, so it's definitely up in that floating structure where the probe site lives. But I know I can get this probe down here. Because at one point, in order to grab collectibles for a quest, I basically just boosted my way through that enemy base. And found that, yep, this sure is a probe site that is very reachable. As for other probe sites in this general vicinity, ooh, we just got a new storage probe. That's excellent. Let's get that placed. We're so close to our storage limit being double our income. So close. Yeah, this one's probably like inside this structure or else up high. Maybe if I hadn't jumped down to this probe site, we'd be able to see and or reach it. Let's find out.
It's a horse-eat-horse world.
Okay, so we've got some machines here that aggro upon sight of skells.
I've been dealt worse hands than this.
Alright, that's a problem. Please, Yah rat. Go for my allies and not me.
And good night.
Excellent.
I'll save you all.
Okay, the fact that we got the probe down is victory enough.
As soon as I can. Is this the end?
Because now we can try and just drop aggro by getting far enough away. Okay. As for this probe site, I don't think that one is going to be reachable. Because that's like deep inside an enemy base. So we'll have aggro all over us. But nothing ventured, nothing gained.
It's a horse-eat-horse world. It's a horse-eat-horse world.
We are absolutely going to have aggro all over us.
Failing out.
And the skell is down.
Is this the end?
Sorry.
So it's a question of whether we can reach it on foot. And I don't think that answer is yes.
Use an aura.
Yeah.
Hold out.
This is
This number has been.
So that particular probe site is going to have to wait. And since my skell got blown up, I need to go back to NLA to get it back. Good news is I succeeded at the prompt, and thus I did not expend any of its 3 insurance points. And we had to go back in here in order to turn in this affinity mission anyway. So let's get that skull back.
Nice work out there. The Reclaimers are going over the parts as we speak.
You'll let us know if anything comes of it, right?
You got it. I don't mind telling you, I'm a bit surprised your team found all the parts and rescued Arena. Maybe surprised isn't the word. More like disappointed. In the other teams, those slackers have a few thousand push-ups coming to them.
Don't be too hard on them. Doug and Gwyn both played a part in the rescue operation. If it wasn't for the two of them, Arena could have been in real trouble.
Doug? Okay, yes. Gwyn? Maybe not so much.
In any case, most of the credit is yours, Elma. But what else is new? Been that way since before we left Earth.
Doug was saying the same thing earlier. You really are something, Elma.
Ah, yes, this was a team effort. It was me. Ah.
Oh, that.
If you want to know a person's past, give them cause to tell you about it.
Eh? What does Elma mean?
It means Elma will tell us about it when she's good and ready.
It's different now anyway. I don't have to charge in alone when I have a team like this. Besides, it's going to take more than just a handful of heroes to win the war and cultivate this planet. Ultimately, the responsibility and the accolades all go back to the commander who unifies and leads the entire operation.
Well, that's true.
Which reminds me, why aren't you Blade Commander, Elma?
Yes, yes! Mustache Man can still have gainful employment as personal assistant to Tatsu.
Ha! Not in this lifetime, potato skin.
Love learning arts for weapons I don't use. Ooh, we got another storage probe. Yeah, we can actually do both of these. So let's start with the closer one.
Muscle Man is here?
Hey, sorry to bother you. Can you spare a cup of joe?
I thought he was
Sure
Mustache
thing,
Man.
Commander. You're becoming quite the regular here lately.
Mustache Man has too much time on his wings.
Maybe, but that's a good thing. If the brass has time to putz around, it means the rest of the force is running smooth.
Maybe. Or maybe it means the brass is playing hooky.
Hey, yeah! Where do I sign up for a cushy job like that?
I'm sorry, but claiming that Tatsu could do Vandam's job is a step too far.
Well, at least someone gets it. But you other jokers, you got no idea what it's like, do you? Well, maybe it's time you all walked a mile in my boots.
I don't know what that means, but I don't like the sound of it.
Well, that's just too damn bad, ain't it? Meet me first thing in the morning, and that's an order.
Our limit is double our income. That hasn't happened in ages. of that happening, I need to go burn some of our uranium. Fun fact, cars in this game have no collision whatsoever.
Listen.
I heard he usually gets breakfast here, but I don't.
Ah, Mustache Man.
All right, let's get this over with. He's done eating, but he's still sitting there.
As Tatsu thought, so much free time.
We're having trouble with Chronicles, sir. Ben, Miranda, and Cornell's team have been engaging them, but with limited success.
Chronicles? They're a cinch. Just snap that big horn off their melon. That exposes an orange subdermal structure that you can fry with a beam. Just relax and have fun with it.
Sir, Sakuraba Industries is complaining that uranium mining isn't meeting projections.
Well, that's a pickle. Fine, we'll get out there and install some new probes. Otherwise, tell them to work with what they got. Get creative.
Mustache Man seemed very low-key.
Yeah. Is this supposed to make his job seem all stressful?
Ah, there you are. I assume you witnessed that elegant display of high-stakes multitasking?
Not exactly.
Well, it's still early. Come find me in the afternoon when things really heat up.
Wait, what? We have to do this again?
That's an order.
Okay, and over here, hopefully he's in the hangar and not up above where it's slightly harder to reach from any landmark. All right, in the hangar it is. It's not afternoon yet, but apparently it needs to be. Okay. There we go.
He's gotta be around here somewhere.
Ooh, Elma, there he is.
Mustache spotting is fun.
Let's see what he's up to.
Looks like work, for once.
Maintenance is falling behind, sir.
Makes sense. Combat got a little rough and tumble yesterday. Let's start with the units that took the most damage. It'll be quicker to strip them down for spare parts than spending weeks fixing them up.
Sounds good, sir.
We can use the electronics and generators as is, but the secondary armor's shot.
All right, then. We'll need new materials to patch it. Hey, you rubberneckers busy?
Rubberneckers?
That's a bit unfair, seeing as how you ordered us to watch you.
Ah, you know what I meant. Anyway, you'd be helping out Blade. The sightseeing tour is over for now. See if you can scrounge up what we need, all right?
Lazy Mustache Man should do it himself.
No can do, Potato Cake. Gotta stay here and oversee the mechanics. Now off with you.
I guess a mission's a mission.
Okay, so we gotta go get some stuff, probably. Do I already have the stuff? Is that why the exclamation point is here?
This is a huge help. Now we can get that armor patched up.
I already had the stuff.
By the way, where's Commander Vandam?
Oh, he took off a while back.
What?
When?
He didn't even stick around?
Yeah, he seemed busy. Said he had something else to take care of.
And after Tatsu go to all that trouble of finding stupid materials,
You went to no trouble. We already had it.
Praise.
Sorry?
Don't worry, it's not your fault.
Oh, but he did leave a message for you guys. Come see how I work at night. And yeah, that's an order.
Oh, come on.
Tatsu already ready to go home and sleep.
Well, we've come this far. Might as well see this through.
Okay, so up here at night.
That's crazy.
And this is a heart that we can have. Let's go ahead and have it. Just gonna drop a quick save first so that I can't irrevocably flub it, and so that we can also check any potentially there for amusement only
Listen.
paths. Hi, you, just the person I was hoping to see. So, for my Earth culture research, I commissioned someone to salvage some data from a piece of the Lifehold for me. And in that data, I found an absolutely fascinating concept, a little thing you call a novel. Isn't it just so creative? I mean, fabricated stories read for entertainment. What kind of mad genius came up with that? I believe the first known novel was written by one Lady Murasaki in Japan. Anyway, I thought of reading one for myself, but there's just so much more data than I'd thought possible. They're all categorized based on something called genre. Say, which genre do you like best? Something tells me sci-fi would not be to her satisfaction, considering she's from what we would consider a sci-fi empire. She'd be like, wow, this alternate history stuff sure is wrong in a lot of ways. Thrillers are interesting. Something tells me the game wants me to choose this one. And I bet she would love the trashiest of trashy young adult novels. I've never heard of those. Let's see. According to the data, they're a body of epic poetry about being reborn in another world and given divine powers to thwart villains and build paradise. Okay, so, this was clearly written after the isekai boom. Reborn in another world, as in reincarnation? And what's this about divine powers? Do humans really believe in a god that dispenses superpowers like candy? This is a lot to take in. I don't know I'll be able to understand, but if it's what humans like... Well, in any case, thank you for the advice. I can see I've got a long road ahead of me. Okay, I've succeeded in giving her the wrong impression about our species.
Careful.
I see.
My map says there's a quest around here, but my eyes say no.
Great.
Hey!
Hey, look, it's Garnet. Wait, sorry, you don't know me, do you? I'm a blade, same as you. I'm with the Prospector, so I mostly handle jobs where folks need natural resources surveyed and raw materials collected. You're in Elma's team, right? I'll bet working under the Colonel lets you see a lot of tough assignments, but you're still breathing, so it must be going okay. Yeah, I'm doing fine. You certainly look like you could handle any task folks throw your way. I'm jealous. Like right now, I've got a request in to survey a mountain way up north. It's a nasty spot, and I have no idea how to tackle it. The mountain itself is dangerous enough, but then you add in all the weird wildlife. Not to mention it's been crawling with Xenos lately for some reason. Especially those reptile-like ones, the Manon or whatever. I bet they're using their crazy high-tech weapons to kill everything, indigents or humans. No, I haven't seen any evidence that the men are crazed killers. No way, my buddy says they're all super dangerous. They'll kill you 5 times before you hit the ground. There are some living in NLA cooperating with us. They are collaborators. They wanted the tech on that spaceship of theirs could burn New LA to a crisp in seconds. They're just biding their time, I tell you. Me wandering alone on some treacherous peak full of their kind sounds like crazy talk. So, you free today? Come on, it'll be fun. Mountain climbing. Who doesn't love a good hike, eh? Let's go conquer this peak together. I'll even split the reward 50-50. All you have to do is beat up any weird Xenos we come across. Oh, and make sure I don't get fried. Phew, thanks. I've been so stressed out I even had a dream last night about being abducted by Manon. They did weird things to me. I gotta tell you, I was this close to just bailing on the job entirely. Yeesh, sorry, didn't know you were so serious, jeez. I wouldn't be so serious if your slacking didn't come from a place of racism. I want to be useful to the city too, you know, I'm just scared. I feel way better about going now that you're coming along, though. I mean, I know we're going for serious work reasons, but it should still be fun, right? Clean air, nice views. Mountains are great. I'll go ahead and wait for you at the foot of the mountain, near the second terrain of Talon Rock. Don't keep me waiting too long. Oh. How did I get the wrong idea of where to warp?
Strange. I was sure we'd find him here.
So in other words, that's the nest they're coming from? If we know this level of detail, how come we haven't eliminated them?
We've attempted 2 sweeps already. Both times we lost soldiers and resources and gained absolutely nothing.
I guess that explains all the damaged skulls from before.
The results of a failed mission.
Still, until those indigens are cleared out, our trade routes are threatened.
Would you have us repeat the same mistake, this time in a weakened state? How do you plan on funding this operation?
That isn't it. Look, I realize we don't have the funds.
Just pausing for a moment. Not because I have anything particular to add, just to break up this song playing in the background. Because it seems to have worked, pausing in the middle of the songs to keep the videos from getting copyright claimed.
Boys, knock it off already, will ya?
Commander?
Where'd he come from?
Just who do you think you're addressing?
I've seen that look before. You have a plan?
Wang's team spotted a pack in the area.
And I assume his plan is to send specifically our team after it.
This one. Take out the pack leader, the rest of them scatter. Any stragglers left over will make for easier targets.
It sounds good in theory. But how do you propose we deal with this pack leader?
A concentrated strike with a team of our very best and brightest.
Hey, look, it's us. It's going to be us. Just ask us already.
Them.
Yep.
Us?
Tatsu?
Sounds interesting.
I guess that explains why they're attending top-secret meetings. Always a step ahead, eh, Commander?
What? No, we're just here to...
That's why you pay me the big bucks, am I right?
Now, wait just a minute.
Someone has to do this thing.
I guess so, but still.
We'll take care of it.
I knew you would.
All right. So we are taking care of it. Over there, huh? Well, this won't be much of a trouble, or much of a hassle. Please, sir, hold this.
They're freaking out. Topple them and go for Red.
Now's your chance.
Sliding slinger.
Yes, we did it. Nicely done.
Got him. And got a whole 7 class XP out of that. So they somehow lost multiple skells to that group of Grexes? That group of level 16 and lower Grexes? When the weakest skell in the game is still level 20? Did they not load it up with weapons? Was it just trying to auto-attack them down? Because, yeah, that shouldn't have been any trouble at all.
Seriously? He's literally asleep on the job.
Mustache Man could learn some discipline from Tatsu.
We should let him rest. He probably doesn't get many opportunities like this.
Yeah, you're right. I suppose it means that all of New LA is content and at peace.
Poof! Friends never say that when they wake Tatsu up from nap.
Looks like he did our paperwork before nodding off.
Wow. He really does juggle a lot of stuff, huh? It's kinda impressive.
His eyes open
All
while he
Tatsu ever
sleeps.
hear is, "Wake up, Tatsu, and we are in battle, Tatsu, and you ate all the food, Tatsu!" Gah!
Can you help?
I have a top secret mission for you, Garnet. Commander Vandam even asked for you by name. Alright, what's the mission? Zero hesitation. You blades don't mess around. I'll get right to it then. You expanded Frontier Nav into Oblivia, correct? Well, that's given us access to new ganglion intel. Perhaps you're familiar with the Prone Village in southern Oblivia. We've learned there are xenoforms in that village being held as forced laborers. They are neither human nor Nopon. It's an entirely new alien race. If we can free them and win them over to our side, we stand to gain a mountain of intel on the Prone. There's even a strong chance they might join us as allies like the Manon and Nopon. You can see how this opportunity is too tasty for us to pass up. So, how about it then? I mean, that does seem important. Excellent. The commander said you'd say that. Judging from our maps, this is a pretty large prone settlement, so expect some heavy resistance. But there are a number of viable infiltration routes. As long as you stay cool out there, you should be fine. Best of luck.
Yup.
You still can't open this, but there is a quest near it. I won't lie, this mission is a real gamble, but somebody has to stand up and do it. The question is, who? If we send in someone sloppy or inexperienced, it's basically a death sentence. And what's the mission? I've been ordered to find a blade who will accept and complete a high-risk mission. If you're interested, I'll give you the details. So as you probably know, the survey of Noctilum is pretty far along at this point. And as a result of that, we recently picked up a strange signal. It was a bit tough to parse through all the noise, but it sounds like it might be an SOS coming from the Suncatch Ravine. It's similar to a human signal, but not identical, almost like it's attempting to mimic one of our own. It does smell like a trap, but it also seems worth checking out, maybe. Oh, without a doubt. And yes, it could be a trap, but it's also possible we'll find ganglion deserters there. They could have some critical intel. So, what do you think? The potential gains are huge, but so is the danger. This mission demands the best of the best, and I'm thinking that might just be you. So will you take it? On behalf of Blade HQ, I appreciate it. Good luck. Come back safe. Yeah, let's also pick this one up while we're over here. Oh, it's a Kirsty mission. Hers are actually generally worth doing as soon as you can. And what's this? One that I can't do because I'm not good enough friends with Hope yet. Ah, Garnet. Perfect. I've got just the job for you. This last stretch of fighting has been intense. Our scale fleet is pretty beat up, as is a lot of our equipment. We need to perform some large-scale maintenance, but we're all out of aurorite, a relatively common resource needed for repairs. I think I've got plenty. Mira's dangerous enough when your gear is working, but when it's not, forget it. Yep, going out with broken equipment is not the best idea. And you've been through enough tight scrapes to know how terrifying it can be even with working gear. We've got Pathfinders and Prospectors out gathering as we speak, but the more their equipment fails, the more casualties are mounting. I'd like you to mine the aurorite we need for our maintenance and also gather 8 HI-9 ion thrusters that can be found in Noctilum. If you could also recover the data unit that fell there while you're at it, that would be a huge help. Do you mind? Okay, so going and recovering the data unit is something we'll actually have to go out for. Yep, got the aurorite. Need one more HI-9 ion thruster. It's much appreciated. I have every faith you'll find everything, so I'll whip up a maintenance schedule while you're out. So access your comm device to connect to Frontier Nav and mine for that aurorite. As for the rest, well, just be sure to come home safely. That's an order. All right, that's it. Off you go. So let's make a quick trip out to Noctilum. What are these? Ah, yes. We've still got a couple quests to actually do in Oblivia. So let's go get this data unit thingy. And then we'll go get the one thruster we're missing. Hey look, there's the thingy. I really feel like that should have been there the first time I came here and just grabbable.
Must you be so belligerent?
Hello, sir. Did you receive our distress call? We were only able to broadcast a very weak signal for fear of the ganglion. We are glad it was sufficient. Yeah, you need help? Indeed, hence the distress signal we sent out. By our calculations, humans have a 51% chance of destroying the ganglion. We wish to ally ourselves with the stronger side. However, we represent a valuable asset to the ganglion. They will be loath to part with our considerable technological expertise. Ah, but you see, did your calculations account for you defecting? Because if not, then our chances of winning become greater than 51%. So we've got this in the bag, is what I'm saying. It follows that they will embark on a concerted attack against your kind in order to take us back by force. That is a logical course of action. But I fear it is somewhat premature. There are others of my kind who are currently stranded. I would ask that you help me rescue them. This constitutes all existing ORF at present. I request that you now escort us to New LA. So there's 5 of you. And you wanted me to rescue the others who are apparently just behind a rock right next to you. Cool. Regrettable. I suppose detection was inevitable. My kind are technologists, not warriors. You will have to fight them and keep us safe. Please. So we open that. And we build arm. And then do that. And that is 1 Marnock down. Now I just sit here and wait for cooldowns. I guess I can also do this. It's not good for damage, but when it gets asked for, it is good for affinity.
I'm ready to move.
And we don't really need to build arm to finish this guy off.
More hostiles! Watch out!
Oh, look at that. More Marnocks.
Hypernova!
Ooh, I love getting cockpit time, especially right after my strongest move. Because then I can do it again.
Disappointed!
7th edge!
Oh, you did it! Triple them and pile on the hits!
Build on!
Riding Slinger! Back slash!
Okay, where's the front?
Back slash!
There's the front.
Now weaken it!
Right to the kisser! Now cripple them! Riding
gonna cut
Slinger!
deep.
Cripple them! They have to deal with these conditions too! Wild down! They fell for it! Get
Shadow
it?
Runner!
Now we get them! Shield wall! Hero moment. Okay, fire away! Oh, we did it! Triple them and pile on the hits!
Backslash!
There we go. Enemy neutralization confirmed. You have done well. Now please accompany us to New LA before reinforcements arrive. Okay, now we actually need to go higher up to get these, or this thruster. Well, that's easy enough. Hey, look, there's one. No, I bet we could get at least one of these two, if not both of them. We can probably also get these two. It almost feels like a waste when you plant a probe and it only reveals one segment. Especially when that one segment's thing is locked, so you can't even get any real info out of it at all. Okay, looking like maybe we can't get this probe because it's probably up top. Unless we can find a way up there. Which isn't impossible, but... this ain't gonna do it. There is a world in which maybe we can stay on that ridge and ride it up. I just need to avoid falling off it so quickly. Which is absolutely easier said than done in this thing. It's not exactly built for fine motor control. I also need to avoid aggroing those guys. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to actually ride this up high enough to... Yeah, there's no way we can get up to the higher parts from here. Especially with that overhang. They thought of this. Though we might be able to get to these two probes. They're probably on the coast, I would guess. Maybe they're through here. Oh, hello, sir. Oh, one of them's right here. And we have managed to drop aggro on the way. Okay, the other one's further north, which means there is absolutely no getting to that from in here. Man, that dude's got a lot of treasure around him. And he doesn't aggro when you're on foot. And neither do these, apparently. Okay. Is this just free loot? Lots and lots of free loot for not being on a scale? Okay, we have to avoid the bladdas. And if we end up fighting the bladdas, we need to avoid AoE. Sir, I hope you don't mind me taking your treasures. He doesn't mind. I bet at least some of these collectibles are worth grabbing. But boy, would it be a lot easier to grab them if I was in a really, really fast skell. Problem is, being in that really, really fast scale means that all of the things here will start aggroing. Which isn't necessarily ideal. But if I can outspeed any damage, then where's the harm? Literally nowhere, because I've outsped the damage, and in order to be harmed, you have to take damage. Okay, now let's warp over here where we might have a decent shot at getting to that other probe site. So I need to find my way east.
It's a horse-eat-horse world.
Okay, so we're back here, headed towards the tainted territory. Wasn't this... Yeah, this was it.
Must you be so belligerent?
Okay, this is the extent of what we can see here, so not the most helpful. So let's just see if the probe site is indeed on the coast. And if it isn't, it looks like we actually have quite a lot of leeway to just ride these mountains. And it's on the coast, all right. Just gotta fall a long ways.
Never stop getting stronger.
Someone set up beach chairs and an umbrella here, but didn't set up a probe. What gives? Alright, so all the probes left in Noctilum, except maybe this one, require flight. This requires flight. This requires flight. And the ones that I have left here in Caldros require either flight or higher levels. So yeah, there is maybe one probe left within our reach as of now. And if I am to try and find said probe, then let's go here and then head north along the walls. Okay, I'm thinking it's not looking good for the probe being potentially within our reach. Yeah, for it to be within our reach, there would need to be more ground at ground level. It's probably like right on the tip of that. Oh, nope, it's right there. Okay. That should be reachable from up there. Okay. Not okay. Because up there is, like, over here. Yeah. The closest we can try from is like over there, like directly above where my Skell's head is right now. I think that's the closest we can get, and I don't think we can glide that far. So that's a flight module only probe site, and thus do we return to NLA.
Nice work.
Wait, was my work nice or excellent? Your text box and your voice say different things. Excellent work. I don't know what we expected, but it sure wasn't rescuing Xenos from the ganglion. And Xenos with advanced tech, no less. We are rational beings, guided and informed by logic. Our technology far surpasses yours. We are positive that we shall be of great assistance in the development of your city. We have Director General Chosan's approval. The Xenos can have asylum in exchange for assisting our survey of Mira, as well as providing any anti-ganglion intel they may have. They'll also be forming a new arms manufacturer. We previously engaged in weapon development for the ganglion. Now we shall put that expertise to use for you humans. In return, you will defend us. We scratch their backs, they scratch ours. Scratching is unnecessary. We will hold to the terms of our alliance as previously discussed. That rescue mission was a crapshoot, but it paid off. Thanks for making it such a success. You have the gratitude of the Orph as well.
Thanks.
Thank you. It looks like that's everything. The materials you've gathered will get broken skulls back on their feet and also ensure that our blade's gear is in top working condition. And I'll see that analysis of the data unit you recovered starts right away. Classified information from a special project I was on. Afraid I can't say more than that. Well, maybe I can say a little. That data unit represents the bonds I share with some of my dearest colleagues. Now then, this is for you. I think you'll find it more than covers you for your troubles. All the precious resources mined from the soils of Mira can be turned into a wide variety of items that will help keep New LA safe. I hope you'll continue using Frontier Nav to dig up all sorts of new minerals and materials. We're all depending on it, in fact. Mira's a harsh land full of hostile, terrible things. Without the support of people like you, even our best fighters can't hold out for long. Okay, ooh. Right, I did do that thing. Welcome. How did the advertising go? Was the weapon shockingly effective, hopefully? Well, we've already had customers inquiring about it, so why don't you return it to me now? Okay, there you go. I don't remember it being anything super special. While you were out there advertising, we were in here inventing new equipment, so here you go, okay? Much more kick in this one, you see. Very, very powerful. So please go out there and share it with the world, perhaps. Though I worry that just using it against any old indigen you run across could muddle the message a little bit, couldn't it? What sounds more impressive, defeating one super strong enemy or a whole bunch of regular enemies? Which makes for better advertising then? One super strong enemy makes for better advertising because it's a single impressive event that you can point people to like, wow, look what this person was able to accomplish with our product. Whereas defeating a whole bunch of regular enemies, that should just be a matter of course for any kind of weapon. Right, we want an impact, don't we? So taking down an infamous threat will raise your status and make our weapon an overnight sensation at the same time, eh? Which means we'll need you to aim as high as possible when picking your target, won't we? Something like a Welkin Oravis, maybe? Or even 2? Yes, 2 would be better than 1, wouldn't it? 1 has been sighted nearby in Primordia, and its parameters are a good match with those we used in the design process, so it's pretty much perfect? If things go well and the advertising yields results, we can call this model the Auravinerator, perhaps. Or the Auraviscerator. Very good, yes? Best of luck in slaying 2 of those Welkin Oravises with the latest and greatest candid incredible tech, okay? We're in talks with our head office regarding production schedules for mass producing the last weapon, you see? It's located with the arms manufacturers over in the administrative district. Would you mind maybe dropping in and giving your report? Thank you for your help in Noctilum, human. Without you, we would not have reached New LA. I was just discussing plans for the future with my people. Though discussing plans is an inaccurate and overly human description of our action. We Orf are not susceptible to differences in opinion. This activity is merely a final verification for the sake of formality. Very true, we are servants of the Ova. Disagreement is a practical impossibility. Yeah, what's the Ova? The Ova is our reason for existence and the incontrovertible will that guides us. It is peace itself to my kind, and also the thread that links us together. In truth, it is somewhat difficult to express in words, but we feel it quite viscerally within us. Tell me, Kunluarb, where are Sunseleg and Konluarb? Gathering them here is your responsibility as our leader. I did not see Sunseleg here, so I sent Konluarb out to meet him. Yet the probability of him arriving tardy was a scant 6.4%. I hope no trouble has befallen him. Kunluarb, we have a problem. I was searching for Sunseleg, and along the way found evidence of a Definian infiltration here in New LA. Definians? Are they why Sunseleg has not arrived? Yeah, what's a Definian? They are a covert force working under the Ganglion. Their ability to assume the forms of other creatures makes them excellently suited for infiltration missions. It would be a rather simple matter, for instance, for one of their number to take the guise of a human and enter this city. If they have entered New LA and Sunseleg is missing, it is premature to draw conclusions, but he may well be in serious danger. Human Blade, will you accept a formal request to locate Sunseleg? Please lend us your strength. If the Definians are involved, it is meaningless to search for him ourselves. Only death would await us. We have an agreement then. Konluarb, please share all the pertinent information you have with this human. I last saw Sunseleg on the residential district elevator. I watched him take it up on his way to the man on ship, then returned to the residential district myself. Therefore, witnesses should have been present wherever he went from there. As a human yourself, gathering testimony from human residents should be a simple task. Please find where he was taken as quickly as possible. They say as quickly as possible, but they're willing to wait, and so they shall. Oh, hey, another Neil heart to heart.
Lovely day.
Hey, how's it going? Up for a chat? NLA sure is a hive of activity. I can't remember the last time I was in such a bustling place. Or when I last talked to a member of another race, for that matter. Well, as I told you before, I am an archaeologist of cosmic civilizations. I've traveled across many light years and visited many star systems. But since my work focuses on civilizations that are, well, dead, I never really got the chance to speak to many locals. And tomb raiding space pirates aren't exactly the most skilled conversationalists. Speaking of tomb raiding, ruins would sometimes still be powered, and then you'd trip their security measures. Traps designed to deter robbers, autonomous defenses. I've had my share of brushes with death. Oh, and one time my ship broke down and I had to spend a few months on a deserted planet bushwhacking. Compared to all that, this is basically paradise. I really owe you guys my thanks. Yeah, you want a tour? Oh, are you trying to be a gentle human? It would feel wrong to refuse, though. We are friends, after all. You know what? Go on, then. I'll take you up on that offer. I'm sure you'll be an excellent tour guide.
Huh. You don't say.
Hey, look who's here. Thanks again for the help last time.
When did you work with Elma's team?
When a certain someone decided to just wander off and leave us high and dry?
Oh, yeah? Well, I hope whoever it was got chewed out good. Looks like I owe you one, Elma. Order something if you like. My treat.
Really? Oh, Tatsu filled to bursting with food and joy. Lao is good and generous friend.
Ah, Drake Great, following in my footsteps and grabbed yourself a Hrassvelg to explore in, huh? Yeah, it's practically criminal that they gave it to us this early.
You tubby little... I said order something, not everything.
It's okay, Lao. Next meal, it'll be Tatsu's turn.
So, Shingo, you gonna say something? Go ahead and ask. I'm sure these ladies will give you better advice than I can.
Having trouble with something?
Oh, it's not.
Ooh, I know. Shingo has a crush on someone.
Wait, what? How'd you know?
Oh, come on. Seriously?
I mean, at this point, it absolutely is written all over his face.
I know, right? He's a total open book.
I get that a lot.
If you're done making the poor man sweat, why don't you hear him out?
But look, if this is about winning a girl's heart, Lao is probably the guy you want to ask. He knows you a lot better than we do since you work together and all. Plus, he was married, so he can...
Sorry, Shingo. I should get going.
Right. Of course, sir.
Good luck. I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. We don't really talk about Lao's family.
Oh my gosh. I didn't mean to... Yeah, I don't really feel like smiling at the moment.
I didn't expect
He
that was
wasn't
how I would
angry
try.
then. You heard him wish Shingo luck.
Yes, yes! Angry loud not talk like that.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, so if you don't mind, I really do need some advice on this. I'm at the end of my rope.
Sure. Whatever we can do to help.
Okay, so he needs advice, but
Oh, hey.
not here. 200 meters away. Why are there two quests so close together? This feels weird. One is Kirsty again. Our brand, Belle Betty Fashions, prides itself on offering products made for women by women, no matter what species they may be. But so far, we've only been able to reach a human audience. If we want to succeed on Mira, we need to start bringing man-on women into the fold. Which is precisely why what I've tasked Panyar here to accomplish as head of our new man-on sales division. Hello, leave it to me, okay? As the rising star of non-human fashion, I'm positioned to revolutionize man-on apparel, you see? But, in your opinion, how does current man-on fashion strike you? Doesn't it just all look the same? I mean, I've seen differences. Really? I think I may question your taste level. You see, we man-on have no custom of wearing clothes specifically designed for one's own body. Most man-on will throw on anything, even if it's too big and not especially flattering, you know? Aha, I have it, yes? Victoria, you need to craft undergarments like the ones you humans wear, but in man-on sizes. That sort of subtle, concealed fashion is fantastic, isn't it? Very confidence-boosting? That's an interesting idea, Panyar. Though we'll need to do some research. I have no idea what kind of size chart to use for a man-on. Maybe we'll just have my good friend here do it? It is decided. Go into town and ask 3 man-on for their measurements, okay? Will they be willing to share that information? Why, do humans keep such data secret? It seems so narrow-minded, doesn't it? Man-on are very open about such question, you know? So will you go ask them? I need Panyar to stay here and start working up some designs. I understand it's rather sudden, but would you mind helping us? We can shake up the new LA apparel scene together. Oh, and in addition to the measurements, we need material to craft the garments. A handful of supple leather would be perfect if you can track some down. I'm sorry, you plan to make leather underwear for them? Leather underwear. That doesn't sound the most comfortable. I appreciate all your help. This division is brand new, so we're still rather understaffed. Many thanks. Let me give you the names of 3 of my friends who are likely to give you their measurements, okay? For juniors, talk to Viverta. For Mrs., see Alex. And for the older women, ask Vipon, okay? They should all be in New LA somewhere, so go get those measurements, all right? Yeah, Drake, there are in fact reasons that Lau's backstory comes pretty quickly where Elma's does not. But definitely make it a priority to do affinity missions as soon as you can. Because there's value in that. I don't know if that value remains the same in Definitive Edition, but in the original Reese, there is absolutely a reason why certain affinity missions need to be done sooner than others. Or at least sooner than certain story missions. Glad you're here, Garnet. I have been waiting for you. You're the only one I know who can handle this, so let's get you briefed. As you know, New LA now has a number of non-human residents. Thanks to these xenoforms, we've seen leaps in our technology and an exponential growth in trade. Unfortunately, our uranium consumption has also spiked to an alarming degree. The amount we're excavating with our existing data probes simply can't keep up. I'd like to ask your help in mining enough to get us out of this bind. Perhaps by expanding your frontier nav grid further out into Oblivia? And while you're out in Oblivia, I've got a few other objectives you can take care of there. First, I need you to gather 7 or so mole worms. Those ugly little things consume uranium, which makes them quite valuable. And then I want you to retrieve data unit FN095. We're pretty sure it landed somewhere on the continent. Should be simple enough, eh? That's the one we need to track. And I'll make sure to tell the xenoforms moaning a lack of materials that I've got our ace blade operative on the job. No pressure now. I am indeed the sharpest blade in the drawer. The sharpest? Yowza, that's really bad. But whatever, now go out there and prove me right. Good luck, and thanks, Garnet. This is probably for the Moranium delivery, huh? Wow, you got all 2,500 units of Moranium already? And more to spare. Thanks so much. Now I can keep NLA's new residents stocked and happy. Good luck with the remaining objectives. Okay. I was on my way to Shingo. I made him not the tracked quest for a bit, which is not ideal, but whatever, he'll live. Is that her?
So that's her, huh? And you say her name's Dorothy? She's beautiful.
Oh, gosh. Thanks.
Not quite sure what you're taking credit for there, but okay.
Tatsu will go and ask Pretty Lady for her favorite food.
You stay put, you.
Man, she's too beautiful. She'll never go for a schlub like me. If only I could make her happy somehow.
Yeah, people love presents.
What? Just out of the blue? Shouldn't I start with dinner or something?
Dinner dates are nice and all, but any schmo can ask a girl out. A surprise gift? Now that'll leave an impression.
You sure it's not weird?
Unusual, maybe, but that's not necessarily bad. If the way she's dressed now is any indication, she's obviously into fashion. Why not give her a little accessory when you ask her out? A bracelet or something.
That's perfect. I bet she'll love it.
All right, I'll give it a try. But where am I supposed to find nice jewelry here on Mira?
Yeah, Drake Great, it is a good thing Dorothy isn't too observant, because, yeah, she's looking straight in our direction, seeing this guy who has definitely checked her out at least once or twice before, probably more, standing here with a bunch of other people looking straight in her direction. Yeah, we're not exactly keeping the lowest profile here.
Tatsu have an idea. Cowardly friend should get Pretty Lady a shiny rock. That how Tatsu Dadapon win the heart of Mamapon.
Hey, not bad. You're kinda smart for a Nopon.
Meh, says friend who need whole team to ask out girl. What does friend think of this?
Oh, that's lovely.
Looks like a rock.
Nopon matchmaking stone. Super valuable, worth more than almost any food.
Sounds like a winner to me. Let's go track one down.
We'll need someone to set it in a bracelet once we've found it.
There's a jewelry shop in the commercial district. We can try bringing it there.
Okay, but like it's telling us to... Oh, we needed Enderon lead, which I already have. That's why it's telling us to go straight there instead of go out and actually find the stone. Also, making a bracelet out of something we're calling lead doesn't sound like the best of ideas. Just saying. Also, oh, okay, this is the jewelry store. I was thinking, like, I saw the pizza shop there. I didn't see that this awning here says gold and silver jewelry store. Was wondering why we were going to a pizza shop for jewelry.
Now this is a stunning specimen.
It better be, considering what we had to go through to get it.
You mean nothing at all?
How much to put that in a bracelet?
Sorry, not gonna happen.
What?
Why not?
I tested its hardness. That rock puts even diamonds to shame.
Seriously?
I'd really like to help, but my tools just can't handle it. Sorry.
And after we went to all that trouble.
I never imagined it couldn't be done.
Just because our tech can't handle it doesn't make it impossible. I met a man-on craftsman a while back who works with rare minerals. He's not cheap, but he's good. Why don't I introduce you?
Sir, that would be amazing.
Lau, about before.
I know you've been working hard to help out one of my crew, Lin. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
How about letting me join in the fun from here?
Heck yeah!
Please don't force yourself into my party. He's forcing himself into my party. I guess let's replace L for now. Because L needs affinity the least out of these people. So why is he forcing himself into the party? We don't... We don't have any combat to do right now, do we? Or are we going to go to this man-on who's going to be like, oh, sure, I'll help as long as you go kill this tyrant over here.
Cool! Yes!
So how's it look?
It's tricky, you know. Very, very tricky. But nothing is impossible for the right price. So long as it's high enough.
That is generally what the right price means.
How much are we talking?
Let's say 10 of your human pizzas. If that works, my family loves those things.
Wait, that's it? Seriously?
When you say human pizzas, you don't mean pizzas with human on them, do you? Because if pizzas are not a thing that your species makes, then there's no point to... Wow, we really parked our Skell in a terrible place, didn't we? Let me get that into a parking space. There we go. Yeah, we're across the lines, but whatever. But yeah, if your species doesn't have its own pizza concept, then there's no point to calling them human pizzas, they're just pizzas. But if there's man-on pizzas, and those are different things, then sure, call them human pizzas.
Smooth
that pizza!
Welcome to Army Pizza. You here for a pie? What's that? You need 10 delivered ASAP? No sweat. For just 10,000 credits, we'll send your piping hot pizzas anywhere in New LA. So it's 1,000 credits per pizza. I'm guessing 1 credit is meant to be 1 American cent. Because otherwise, these are expensive pizzas. Yeah, I think I can afford 10k credits. There you go. These are headed out to Jeshiro's place, yeah? We'll have them there before the cheese begins to cool.
Cool!
So yeah, we were given an implication that man on fashion is not at all varied because they just throw on whatever fits. But like, right here, we've got 2 very different outfits to look at. And hey, look, there's another different one. And another different one. The 4 man-on closest to us right now are all wearing completely unique stuff. So like... Okay, actually no, 2 of them are wearing the exact same thing. This one and this one. But still, there is variety in man-on fashion. We have been lied to.
I got your hot pizza deposit, you know? My whole family shrieked with happiness!
I'm glad we didn't have to hear that shrieking.
Your family, huh?
So you'll make the bracelet then?
I gave you my word, remember? I promise it'll be more stunning than even the finest Earth pizza! Yeah, hopefully.
So now they're Earth pizzas.
The bracelet is finished, if that's okay.
Man, Dorothy's gonna love this!
It's gorgeous.
Thank you all so much. I'm going to go ask her out right now.
I'm glad that worked out. I really hope she says yes after all this.
Should we go see?
You know it.
Stop parking your Skell in the middle of the road. Especially when there's perfectly good parking lots just nearby. And sure, we may take up multiple spaces, but it's better than blocking the roads. It's not like there's that many roads to even go around either. So blocking any one road is horribly detrimental to NLA traffic.
Did you hear?
We don't need NLA traffic to also match Earth LA traffic. LA traffic is infamous.
Looks like that went well.
Everything go according to Tatsu plan.
Like they say, even a broken clock.
Never really saw the point in MIM relationships. But hey, I guess if it makes him happy.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Just talking to myself.
Why did the default camera angle have him off screen? And why did Lau have to force himself into our party when there was literally no chance of combat for the rest of this Affinity mission? All we had to do was talk to people in NLA after he joined. So why did he force himself into our party? Give me L back. let's look at the active members thing, because I know that we already have the ability to pick up this one. The mission weaponized. We've also got bottoms up available. Because that's right there. So we just have to kick Fog out of the party for that. No, no. No, no. Nope. Nuh-uh. No. Okay. So one of the missions that we have to complete for a party member, whoops, is weaponized, which is not out here. At least not visible out here. There is a chance that it chains onward from a different thing, like how we needed to get Fog in order to unlock bottoms up. So maybe the Mad Monk chains into weaponized, or maybe it's in here in the barracks, but that's the repair job, 2 peas in a pod, and fathers and sons. So yeah, none of those, but let's go do the repair job so that we at least have all the available affinity missions in here dealt with.
Something wrong, Linley? Tatsu not hear any chopping. And Tatsu is dying of hunger. Linley doesn't want to be murderer, does Linley?
Oh, sorry. I'll whip something up here real quick.
He's right, Lynn. You seem a little off today.
No, I'm fine. It's just... we detected a transmission loss in the Industrial District energy system.
You repaired that before, right? How much of a loss?
It crossed 5% yesterday.
That sounds well within safety tolerances.
Yeah, it is. It's not that so much. It's just... the upgrades I installed should be working better than that. It should have been a year till we detected any loss whatsoever.
Ah, so it's a mechanic's pride, is it? Sounds like a worthy mission. Why don't we go run some diagnostics?
Right.
But dinner...
I don't need to walk to the door, I can just warp. Save us a little time. And we are going slightly outside New LA for this, okay. Alright, we're gonna have to take the elevator. Probably faster to ride the Skell over there. Here it comes. You know what? L is so close to max affinity, we're going to kick him out of the party. Especially because Fog and Murderous are at the point where they can contribute. So yeah, we're gonna get HB in here so that we start getting affinity with him, especially because he is a tank as well, and thus can eventually cover their job. Cover L's job, rather.
No, haven't noticed any transmission loss in the energy system recently.
But it's in the readings. Please, you have to check one more time.
Jargon flies over a very short head of Tatsu.
NLA used to be the residential area of a spaceship. We're standing in what was the outer wall. Since we no longer need positional thrusters, we rerouted that energy elsewhere. Now it travels from the main... Basically, it's leaking. Lynn patched it up, but it's still leaking a little bit.
Ah, Tatsu knows all about leaking. Now Tatsu get it.
What is it? Ah, I guess it's been a...
I'm sure we would have seen some more meaningful looks from my character if Lynn had a smaller shield.
while since you've seen Lynn fix things instead of shoot them. Surprised?
Yeah, she does look like she's having fun.
You can tell she loves it. But she understands, you know? The different parts we all need to play for us to survive on Mira. Still, given the choice, I'm sure she'd lay down her weapons for this in a heartbeat. Back on the White Whale, Lynn was a key part of the engineering team. During the crash, she stayed with the engines until the very last moment. Despite her age, no one can question her skill or dedication. If she says something's wrong with the system here, there is.
I finally pinned it down. It's a problem with the replacement part.
The one you installed before?
Right. Turns out it was made here in New LA. Unfortunately, the quality doesn't match the Earth-made parts we had on the White Whale.
I suppose it makes sense that it wouldn't.
But if we're lucky, a usable part may have landed somewhere in Starfall Basin.
If Lindley says so, then Team Tatsu will go. Sooner friends fix leak, sooner Tatsu can eat.
Well, you all heard him. Guess we better get a move on.
And my scale's up here. Convenient. And sure, I should probably just warp over there instead of riding, but there is a quest to take care of over here. Gotta stop all these Grexes from threatening our water supply, which is kind of an important thing that I have been really putting off on.
Hypernova!
That would be the smart approach here.
Build
Lightning Slinger! Atomic hit!
Side slash! You're freaking out!
Superior decoy round!
Seventh end!
Leaving for the kill. I feel good about this one.
Sliding! Get it! Triple them and pile on the hits!
Claw whip!
Backslash!
Got some cockpit mode.
Backslash!
What's up?
You the one a Joyhide, or is it a Hoa? Either way, thanks for coming. Looks like you've got the route pretty much cleared out, which is great news. But before we can rest easy, we've got another pair of problems to solve. First one's another safety issue, believe it or not. The road to New LA is clear, but the site itself is still crawling with uglies. We'll need to take care of them before it's safe to build. The other's a supply problem. We lost a shipment of building materials in an attack a while back, and we need to replace them toot sweet. If you could take care of one of those two, it'd be a huge help. I mean, I could probably do both, but clearing the site seems more up our alley, considering you needed us to clear the path. Fair enough, I'll be happy to leave the rough stuff to a pro like you. So, thanks again, Ms. Blade. I'll go scrounge up those materials in the meantime. Like, chances are good I already have whatever materials you wanted. But yeah, you needed me to clear the path to the site. Might as well have me clear the site itself.
Hypernova! Build on! Use an aura so we can regroup!
Ghost Walker!
Gravity slash!
Shoot down while they're
I'll
in
make it
there.
up to you.
Superior decoy round.
Back slash! Shadow roll! Seventh edge! Stop!
I wish Skell's got do it again, Juice.
Attack! What's next? We're coming to you! Claw whip! Primer! Nailed it. Now we can... Side slash! Back this slash! One's gonna cut deep.
First grenade.
Back slash! Seventh edge! Gravity block! Pardon me. Now show the rest of you some attention. I'm ready to move in for the kill.
Lightning slinger.
Hypernova!
A melee attack should stagger it.
Build arm! Ghost walker! Gravity slap! Seventh edge!
Triple them and pile on the heads. Sliding
This
slinger.
one's gonna cut deep. Slash! Shadow runner! Slash! Sky high! Damn it! Somebody heal me already!
Oh, we only needed 5. Alright.
Thanks.
Hey, you're back, and not a scratch on you. Now we can work without getting eaten, which always makes everyone feel better. Me and the team really appreciate it. Oh, and could you give this to Hoa? It's water from the site. She's done a million tests on the stuff already, but apparently there's some new things she wants to check. I keep telling her you can make some killer booze from this stuff, but does she listen? No. Guess we'll have to keep toasting with water for now. Cheers, eh? And thanks again. And surely there will be nothing terribly wrong with this water that requires additional effort to fix. What is a level 20 Vlada doing in literally the starting zone?
Superior decoy round.
I won't miss this shot!
Higher and higher.
Now we can...
Leaving the Skell behind because it's a little easier to avoid those level 50 guys on foot. And maybe if we go here, it'll be faster to get up to the top of the elevator outside the wall. Looks like the answer is not really.
gotta hear this.
By the way,
But at least this elevator's already here, so we don't have to call it. Well, Fog, congrats on being the only one who got on the elevator in time. You know, HB, a real elite blade would have gotten on the elevator. But I suppose you're so elite that you just wanted to show off that you could warp onto it when it was almost at the top.
We found the part. I'll swap it in right now.
unreal. The loss is so low I can't even get a reading.
Dinner time!
You really are a wizard, Lynn.
This will work for the time being, but is it enough?
Huh?
That part will eventually wear out, and then we'll be back to square one. I think it's too soon to consider this problem fixed.
But not too soon for dinner, right? Tatsu, fading. See? Bright light.
I understand your concern, Lynn, but I think Tatsu's at his limit. What do you think?
We should fix the problem for good.
But there's a limit to parts from the White Whale. Once they're gone, that's it.
Exactly. This problem won't go away until we can manufacture better parts in New LA.
That would certainly make my life easier anytime something needs replacing.
What's kept us from doing that until now?
It's a resource issue, ma'am. Procuring proper materials on Mira has been harder than scavenging White Whale parts. 3, in particular, are extremely scarce.
But if we found them, it'd make future maintenance a lot easier, right? So yeah, maybe it has been too hard. But now Team Elma is on the case.
Your plan does make a lot of sense. All right then, let's go finish what we started.
Yes, friends, go! But after dinner?
Sorry, Tatsu. This is really important to me. But if you help out, I promise to fix you a feast.
Feast? For Tatsu? Tatsu agree. Friends must find thingy that can help do stuff better. Hurry now! Go Team Tatsu!
Hopefully my fleet of probes have already found us the things we need, and judging by the exclamation point here, they have. I don't know what we needed, but I probably have them.
You really got them all? Wow. I guess everything I heard about you guys is true.
Yeah, we work fast.
These will mean a nice boost in our manufacturing quality, right?
Absolutely. Now we'll never have to hunt for old parts again.
Okay, so I needed some white cometite. Thankfully, I got enough. Needed to obtain some energy tubes from some enemies, but I got enough. And needed cruise deflector AIRs, which... This is White Whale wreckage. So we needed to get some White Whale wreckage so that we would never have to look for White Whale wreckage, huh? Hope you don't need more of these.
Another day, another step. Slowly but surely, we're building a sustainable future for ourselves on this planet. And it's all thanks to the dedication of people like you, Lynn.
With the support of some very patient indigenous peoples, of course.
Dance of too hungry to dance.
All right, now it's time to build a sustainable future for Tatsu's stomach.
Woohoo! Lily put spring into Tatsu's step. Dance of sustainable joy.
Will I ever stop excelling?
Okay, let's pop back into New LA. then we will go over here. Actually, wait a sec. This quest to unlock Bose is an affinity mission, but since I accepted the standard mission for it, it gets covered up, which means there's a chance that one of the other things that I've got here is actually exactly the thing that I'm looking for, but it looks like no. Nope. Alright, whatever.
Are you the one they paired me with? You have the look at least. But what about inside? Does your heart burn with a flame hot enough to forge a true blade?
Yeah, sure. Where was the squint?
Your eyes tell 1,000 tales that no words can match. Finally, the fates have delivered to me a partner worthy of my trust. Forgive me. I am Bose Lowe's, proud member of the Harriers. I will be a partner on this job. But please, call me Sensei. Do you know this term?
Yes.
It's what some Eastern cultures used to call teachers and wise men back on Earth.
Specifically Japan. Yes, tell me more about these Eastern cultures. I believe they're from the land of Nihon?
Ah, a kindred spirit, I see. I used to travel in such places collecting antiquities, Buddha carvings and the like. Oh, and bonsai trees. Just looking at them is enough to soothe the most wounded of souls. Pray tell, what is it about the East that draws your...
Video games.
Belay that. If we start down this path, we'll be talking until dawn. Let us focus on the mission. A few days ago, a group of Blades left the city to hunt some indigents. And they've not been heard from since. Our job is to track them down. If we also happen to take care of the indigents along the way, so much the better. Rest easy, my friend. Sensei will show you what it means to be a true Harrier. The day is young, and victory is in the air. We ride!
Alright, Bose has to go in the party. What's he do? Damage by the looks of it. Let's kick Murderous out. Oh, by the way, between streams I noticed a little something about the standard missions I have accepted. Because I make it a habit of accepting ones that point to tyrants I haven't killed yet, but this one. That recommended level is literally higher than the level cap in the base game. Or in the original release, that is. So, yeah, that's gonna be a while.
Not bad, newcomer. Your skills are matched only by your impressive guts. Huh? A Xeno?
You all are humans, right?
Why is the ground and the rocks on it wobbly?
Please help me, okay? I ran into trouble and hurt myself. My legs don't really work right now, you know? So if any creatures show up, I'm a goner.
That's a real shame. But I fear our own people must come before you. I'll not waste precious time on a Xeno.
What? Please wait, okay? Aren't Manon and humans friends?
Friends. Humans have no Xeno friends. Humans need no Xeno friends.
You don't gotta be
Come.
racist, man.
Let us tarry with this degenerate beast no longer. Fine, but make it fast. And know that while I think this is folly, arguing would just waste more precious time.
Oh, really? Well, there should be some Lunaria flowers growing nearby, you know? Can you maybe bring me some? I should be able to use them with the healing device I built to get my legs working again. Please find me those Lunaria flowers, alright?
That sounds like a very useful thing that mankind would like to know about and maybe have future access to. And apparently I already have the flowers in question. So maybe don't be so quick to dismiss someone just because they're not human, huh?
Any luck? Did you find the Lunaria flowers?
Didn't even need to look. I already had 11.
Ooh, that's them! These should fix my legs up. I hope. Thank you so much. I'll never forget this, okay? And I promise to pay you back.
What were you even doing out here?
You can pay us back by slamming shut that gob of yours and getting out of here. We too must leave. Blades await us further in, and we've wasted more than enough time here.
Seriously, what was a Manon doing out here? Okay, not seeing any aggro markers. So I just need to avoid stepping on the bladders, pretty much. Well, that's gonna aggro. And it's probably not gonna be lower level than the other stuff around here, is it? Let's...
Here comes bad news.
get in the skill.
Moving in. Use melee attack.
Decoy round.
You're mine.
You know what? Yeah, let's bind it for a bit.
Arcing horn.
Keep it holding still for them. Make it so that my own cooldown has a little bit of time to cool down.
Use an aura so we can regroup.
I'll try and hold out.
Gravity slack.
I don't know that we can actually take this thing.
Triple them and pile on the head.
Cut deep.
At least not without some cockpit time giving us extra
Now for a buff.
damage output. Which I suppose means I should be using my abilities whenever I can. And suddenly, things are not going so well.
Staggered you. Primer. Gravity slack.
Eagle eye.
We have a bro moment. Okay, fire away.
Yeah, this isn't going to end well.
Sliding slinger.
Let's try and get out of here.
Dream edge.
Arcing horn. Leave me. Don't stop firing.
Can I talk to Reggie while we're still... No, I cannot. Okay, so we needed to get here without aggroing that thing. Because we are not far enough away that it's going to drop aggro, which I guess means we gotta go this way.
Watch out.
And oh boy, we got another one. But... there we go, we are out of combat. now we need to find a way to get up in there without aggroing any of them. So there's one there, but it looks like if we hug this wall, then we can get in. All right. Reggie, what were you doing here?
Wait! Don't eat me! I taste terrible! Oh, please let this all be some kind of bad dream. Huh? Did you come here to save me? Oh, thank you. Those things ate everyone else, and I was sure I was next.
So you ran off in a blind panic? What happened to centering yourself, Reggie?
Sensei, what are you doing here? You were off on a mission.
You think some patrol job is more important than coming to my students' rescue? I secured powerful backup and came running. Now get a grip, son.
Right. Thank you, sir.
You're in for a hell of a dressing down later. For now, let's finish this.
They weren't far behind me. Please, just kill them so we can all go back to New LA alive.
Leave it to us. We'll show these monsters what true warriors can do.
And hopefully those monsters won't be level 40 and larger than my skull.
You're just mats to brush off my shoulder.
Let's go, fight! Build on!
Superior decoy round! Break against me.
Gravity firing from on high! Who's next? We're coming for you!
Bad fight, but here goes!
Reinforcement!
Not the ball.
Bad fight, but here goes!
More foes come to break against me.
Did it! Triple them and pile on the hits! Slash!
More foes come to break against me.
Atomic hit!
We keep on getting more.
Superior decoy round! Spiral! I'm on a roll! Open fire!
Slinger! I've been saving this one!
I'm taking a shot from above! Superior dive!
Slash!
Reinforcement! Not the
Scott,
ball! Feel like stack up the head? Move it for the kill!
Oh, we keep getting more because this is a time thing.
Triple
and pile on the hits! Ghost Walker!
This one's gonna cut deep!
Ooh, love getting cockpit time in AoE situations.
Here goes!
Getting to use Hypernova in AoE situations is very good.
I'm on a
Primal!
open fire!
To break against me.
Gravity slap!
More foes come to break against me.
Riding Slinger!
No one can touch me!
More enemies?
Aurora.
I figured it out!
Slash! Did it! Triple them and pile on the hits!
Claw whip!
Ready to go! I'm taking a shot from above!
Scream man!
Right! I've been saving this one!
Attack at range!
And we got them all before the timer ran out.
They're not really
Oh, now there's more. But now they're gone. But now there's more.
I'm psyched to go. Moving
Oh, great. We gotta kill these two, huh?
The guard down. Attack it.
For 2 minutes.
Atomic hit!
I can manage it with cover fire.
And they are bigger than the Gladys.
We're coming
But
for you!
this shouldn't be too much of an issue regardless.
More enemies?
First grenade!
More foes
Build
come to
arm.
break against me.
More hostiles! Watch out!
I continue to enjoy cockpit time in AoE.
You're freaking out! Topple them with gunfire!
Scream man!
More foes come to break against me.
Spiral!
More
Slash!
foes come to break
Feel like
against me.
stack up the heads? Move it for the kill!
Sky high!
Atomic hit!
Gun! Kill! Who's next? Build on!
Wild smash!
More foes come to break against me.
Gun form!
Slash! I see a window. Bump up now!
Gravity slap!
First blade! Spiral reinforcements.
people!
Not for long.
Oh, baby, I get to do double hypernovas.
We're coming to you!
Close quarters. Works for me. Reinforcements. Not for long.
Weaken them! Build Sky high!
Reinforcements. Not for long.
Nova!
Did it!
Pile on the hips! This one's gonna cut deep!
More hostiles! Watch out!
Spiral onyx.
Class ranks up.
Shoot down while they're repaired.
Primer!
More foes. Yes. Attack at range.
Claw whip!
Okay, is a third species of indigene gonna show up? No? Okay, good. Because I'm running low-ish on fuel.
Why do you still cower over there, son? It's finished.
Sensei, I'm sorry. I couldn't put any of what you taught me into practice. You always said never to betray my team. But I ran. I left them to die. It's over. I'm leaving Blade. I never should have joined in the first place. A coward
Maybe you should have joined a different division,
like me will never be the sort of warrior you taught us about.
It's a fine thing to reflect on our weaknesses from time to time. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, go join the mediators instead of quitting entirely.
That's kind of you. But that sort of kindness usually winds up hurting people. If a guy like me keeps trying, it will only put more people in danger.
I see. Gods! You turn your comrades' deaths into an excuse to flee. Grow up and face the truth, son. You're just afraid because some monster nearly ate you alive. But look past that. Think on the future. Do we whimper and die, or do we find the life hold and reclaim what we have lost?
Sensei?
You're better than this. Now stand still so I can knock some guts into you. You can carry this weight, son.
I mean, he can carry this weight, so...
Now answer me. Are you the sort of man to end it like a dog? Well, are you?
How many years has it been since I was a student at the academy? And yet you came all this way for me. I'm undeserving. And yet you treat me like your own family. You're an inspiration, Sensei. When you put it like that, you know I can't run away.
Damn right you can't. Now get your butt back to New LA. Train like you've never trained before. And show the Harriers what you're made of.
Or join the mediators.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry to make you see that. Still, he's got a heart like a gong, that one. Strike it firm, and it rings true.
Yeah, sure, the lesson was fine. Just be a little bit less racist towards Xenos, okay?
So you wish to learn, do you? I have a soft spot for your kind. Well, no sense lingering here now that the job's done. Let's get moving.
Hold on, please.
Who's there?
It's me, the Manon you saved. Remember?
Ah, the Xenome. I see your legs are once again in working order.
All thanks to you, right? Which is why I brought you this.
What is it? Some kind of transmitter?
A very powerful one, yes? One click and any spatial distortions in the area are fixed, you see?
Sounds bizarre. I have no need for such trinkets. All a blade needs is a well-honed heart and a body to house it. We humans.
Can you please just take it? Maybe call it a good luck charm or something? Right then. I'll just be going, okay?
I mean, it's true, we haven't seen any spatial distortions.
I do not understand those men on it all. Come. Eleanor will be waiting for our report. Stay sharp on the road home. Danger always comes just when you start to relax.
Probably have some rain to burn. Yeah, some. But not enough that my next income will cap us, so I can turn this in first.
Welcome back. How was the mission?
Not half bad, thanks to the fine partner you scouted for me. With her help, we got Reggie home safe and sound.
Am I hearing things? Every other recruit I paired you with has come home in tears. They usually get a little overwhelmed from all the lectures.
Yeah, I'm not like other blades.
I see potential in this one. That said, there's still much work to do. If we'd met at the academy, I could have trained you from the ground up. What a shame. But perhaps it's not too late. Why don't we keep working together? I can help make you one of the true Blade elites. Well, what say you?
What do you think about that, HB?
Your answer pleases me. In truth, I'd have taught you anyway. This just saves me the trouble. Now, let us start again as master and pupil. I am Bose Lowe's. People call me the Harrier Hammer. For my fists pound any deviation straight.
A veteran soldier with a service record dating back to the Coalition Army days. He went on to become a military academy instructor and trained many active blades. Bose is also deeply interested in certain facets of Eastern Earth culture.
Hey!
Okay, nothing worth grabbing here.
As for Blake. Whoa!
Oh, you're one of the ones I need to ask for sizes.
What's wrong?
Yes, can I help you? Non-disclosure agreements keep me from discussing work, but I'm happy to speak about anything else, probably. You want measurements of my body's physical dimensions, yes? As it turns out, all of my biometrics were taken when I started work at my current job. You are welcome to a copy of that data if you want. I won't ask what you aim to do with these numbers, okay? Alright, yes I will. Wonderware, you say? Wonderware? This is some new manner of weapon, perhaps? It sounds so deadly. I don't know the specifics, but I wish you luck in your R&D efforts. I believe you misheard. And these people are new, so they get the full complement. Straight to level 3. take a quick look around. Okay, so that unlocked Bose's Way, which is not what we need in order to get that other new member. So I guess bottoms up will be our next goal. Because that'll at least unlock another new member. I think I needed to kick Fog out of the party for that one. Yep. Alright, so also let's get Bose out. I don't want him on the team. Let's get Hope. And I guess we're going with a party of people who aren't really very high level or anything, but I do need to gain affinity with all of them. Oh, it's not nighttime, so it says my progress requirements haven't been met. Apparently, it being nighttime is a progress requirement. There, we have progressed to nighttime.
Guess I'm out of options.
You alright?
Hey! Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Wouldn't be here if you weren't, right? Perfect. Let's drink. I'm buying.
I'm not underage, but I don't drink, so no thanks.
What? Too good to drink my booze? Nobody likes a wet blanket. Come on, live a little. Let's party the night away.
The night is already away, apparently.
Oh man, good times, the best! I didn't think we'd actually go till dawn. Right then, you ready for the main event?
Yeah, what's up next?
You gotta ask. Cracking indigent skulls, of course. What else would an interceptor do? Anyway, guess I never introduced myself. The name's Fry. The rest of the interceptors call me the Killer Ostrich.
How'd you get that
nickname
name?
ever, right? Well, I love it. I'm always taking the dangerous jobs nobody else will touch with a 10-foot pole. Hence the nickname. Well, the killer part, anyway. I take it as a compliment.
And where'd the ostrich part come from?
But it means I gotta nick some nasties today if I want to keep my rep. Care to join me? Seeing as we're old pals and all now?
Yeah, sure.
Good energy. I like you. Let's you and me knock this baby out of the park. Today's mission is critter cleanup out in Silverlum. There's a lot of them, though. It'd be a hassle to explain it all, so just check your comm device later, okay? We'll take them out in the order they're listed.
Okay, so with Fry being required to join the party, we'll put him in over Yelv.
Listen.
I just gotta kill 2 of these crabs, huh? Well, here goes one.
Let's take the fight to them.
I mean, of course, we hit.
Superior decoy round. Burst grenade. See how I stack up the heads? Move in for the kill.
Yes!
And there's number 2.
Thank heavens.
So now we must kill these.
Hypernova! Got it! Now follow up with the melee strike. Build on!
Have a taste of the atomic hit! Missile volley!
Take this!
Superior decoy round! I guess I'm on the right team.
Alright, that's them. And now we've got to go a little bit further in, huh? Okay, I don't like that these things are around that thing, so let's go for the other ones that are less likely to bring something large upon us when we hypernova them.
Fight to them. Build on.
Superior decoy round!
Gravity slash.
Missile volley! Atomic hit!
I continue to love Pocket Time.
No one knocks me around. Shoot down on the air. Rising blade.
And back out to the seabird's beak. What are we after this time? Some Trojans.
Hypernova phase. Let's take the fight to them. Build on. Why am I so sleepy?
Superior decoy round. See how I stack up the heads? Move in for the kill.
Going for the kill. Got it. Now follow up with the melee strike.
And since we're right here,
They're not
I
really
see.
planning to fight me.
Oh, now I do see a reason to have not necessarily gone straight to this trailer.
Watch how a real marksman does it.
Down they go. Smash it.
Wild smash.
Flame grenade.
Close quarters. Time
Panicking. Weaken them.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Could have been worse.
They saw us.
Hopefully that'll get it. Yeah, there we go. I can get our actual target and that thing in the same AoE.
Getting close.
Wow, you can be put to sleep while you're inside a skell, huh? That's annoying.
Atomic hit. Shoot down while they're impaired. Superior decoy round.
I have to turn this around.
I can use a patch up right about now.
Sorry.
Alright, well, we've got the quest target, so whatever happens, at least that's been done.
Have a taste of the ostrich. Never take beatings like this. Time for some fun.
Let's
Sober up.
get a little bit of distance here.
Incoming hostile. Be careful.
Missile volley. I'm sober and sleepy.
I have to turn this around. You're freaking out. Tell me those gunfire. Build on. Kick into overdrive. I have to turn this around.
Challenge, same outcome. Attack.
There.
All right, break out the cash.
Oh, my class has been maxed. Time to once again weaken myself by changing to this class. Because once I max this class out, I will be able to equip any weapon in the game. Okay, gotta kill Pugilith now, huh? That won't be too difficult.
Hypernova!
The enemy's wide open. Open fire!
Build arm! Gravity slap!
Atomic hit! Rising blade! Shoot down while they're repaired.
And looks like that's it.
Well, that takes care of that. Today was easy street. Didn't know I was in the company of a master.
Yeah, you usually do this stuff alone?
Nah, I try to work with others when I can. Of course, not many people are eager to join me on the sorts of missions I take. So sometimes I'll just handle them myself. But you? I'd work with you again any day, no question.
Yeah, sure, good team, whatever.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm happy to help out with your missions too. Anytime you see me hanging around the diner, hit me up.
See, that little last line there is actually indicative of a feature, I suppose, of the original Xenoblade Chronicles X. Because back then... Oh, hang on a sec. Fry can often be found at the local diner knocking back an off-duty drink. On the clock, however, he undertakes missions that most operatives bend over backwards to avoid. This daring has earned him the unusual nickname of Killer Ostrich. Yeah, in the original release on the Wii U, we couldn't just change our party members by doing this. This menu didn't exist. To change party members, we had to actually go find them where they hang out in NLA and say, hey, join the party. So yeah, that last line that Fry gave us about how, oh, hit him up whenever you see him in front of the diner. Yeah, that's just a reference to what we had to do back then. And I am not seeing the quest that can give us that other new party member. But then again, maybe it's one of these ones that we don't qualify for yet. But either way, it is about time for me to call it a stream. So that's gonna be it. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch it. Whoops. Hang on. Don't. The stream not ending just yet.
Close quarters? For me.
I did my part. Now hit him with a melee.
Superior decoy round.
Missile volley.
Just trying to get to a more aesthetic location to end the stream from.
Claw whip! Yes, we did it! Is anyone hurt?
Okay.
Look out. We've got
Dang it!
company.
Okay, we're just gonna book it. Okay, out of combat. There, now. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that. And I will be back tomorrow for not Xenoblade, because it's going to be time for Monster Hunter Wilds Title Update 1. So yeah, tomorrow, Mizutsune and other stuff. See you then, friends.